If you are planning to head out to Arizona Bike Week 2025, this is the video for you to watch. I'm going to give you what I think you need to see and maybe places that you need to avoid and give you a little insight into Arizona Bike Week and what you should expect. So Arizona Bike Week is kind of the kickoff, the West Coast. I think it's fair to say it's kind of the first rally that's over on this side of the coast, and it's very central in terms of West Coast and the middle of the country. So it's a good melting pot, and the weather in Arizona during April is a perfect time for a rally to take place. So you get people coming from all different walks of life, all different locations, all kinds of places, and you get Arizona Bike Week. If you have been out there, then you know that it is a bit scattered around. I think that's the best way to put it. If you've never been out there, compared to other rallies, let's say, for example, if you're an old timer like me and you remember like Laughlin River Run, and I've never been to Sturgis, but I've seen plenty of pictures of Sturgis where there is a main drag where everybody is kind of congregating. That is not exactly what Arizona Bike Week kind of is. Arizona Bike Week is very spread out. And I mean, Arizona, everything it seems like when you're in Arizona Bike Week, it's 20, 30 minutes to get from one spot over to the next spot. And it has its advantages and its disadvantages. One of the advantages is that it gets you moving and it gets you out and about to see different parts of Arizona, see different parts of the bike week, see different shops, see different events. So for that aspect, I really like it. But if you do want to just like, hey, where's the spot? And we're just all want to go and hang out that spot, there is a lot of different stuff that's happening, and I'm going to give you some places that you can go and just be like, I'm going to that spot, and I'm going to hang out there for all day, majority of the day. As Throttled Roots, we are going to be at Harley-Davidson of Scottsdale. We are returning for their bike week. So Throttled Roots is going to be at Harley-Davidson of Scottsdale. We're returning for the second year in a row. We're humbled and honored to be able to be trusted to support their bike. Harley-Davidson of Scottsdale calls it the Rev Up Rally, which is happening during Arizona Bike Week, and they've got stuff that's happening all week long at Harley-Davidson of Scottsdale. We will be doing the music and the emceeing and kind of the hosting and announcements for them. You will hear me and my annoying voice out there during Bike Week. So you'll see me and Joe out there at Harley-Davidson of Scottsdale starting Wednesday, April 2nd, and all the way through Sunday, April 6th. If it's anything like last year, which I anticipate it to be, we will be kind of up on the patio area. It's a perfect spot for me to be able to kind of have a bird's eye view of everything that's happening, to be able to make announcements. All the vendors will be down below, so there's a ton of vendors that are going to be there. So a lot of good deals that are going to be happening. Clothing vendors, parts manufacturers, and it's Harley-Davidson of Scottsdale is probably like the biggest Harley-Davidson. I don't want to get caught up in the war of who has the biggest Harley-Davidson dealership out there, but I have been to Harley-Davidson of Scottsdale, and it is giant. It's got a movie theater in it, and you know if a Harley-Davidson dealership has a movie theater in it, you know the rest of it's going to be pretty damn big. To like top that, it has a tattoo shop, and you can get pierced while you're there as well. So I'm just saying, it's one of the biggest Harley dealerships that is out. So we will be out there all week at Harley-Davidson of Scottsdale. All the vendors will be out there all week. They have different stuff that's going on. I'm looking at the flyer actually right now. So Wednesday's kind of like the intro to it. Thursday, they're going to have the Delacruz meet. So they're going to have a girls ride that's happening there. Delacruz meet and greet is going to happen on Thursday, April 3rd. And then they have some live music that's happening. Friday, Low Side's going to be there. Our good friends Low Side are going to be there doing some games out there. And of course, Chopper Kings, they always put on a nice club style of contest, club style show that's going to be happening out there. And then they'll have live music in the afternoon from Chasing Poppies. And then Saturday, Low Side's going to do their games again. So if you didn't catch them on Friday, you can come back on Saturday. And then Southwest Club Style, who has been working with Harley-Davidson a lot recently, which I love to see. They are going to be doing a show out there as well. That's going to be at 11 a.m. And then they're going to have live music again in the afternoon. Everyone likes live music. Throttle Roots is going to be out there doing what we do. We're going to provide some good energy with the music and the announcements and just kind of our vibe and our style. And just kind of keep that energy and keep that party going over there. So Harley-Davidson of Scottsdale is going to be a place that you're going to want to make sure that you visit at some point between your visit. If you're getting out there all week, just make it a stop there. Make it a couple days stop, because you can keep coming coming back, and there'll be all kinds of stuff that is happening there all day long. It is just down the way from Westworld, I believe is what it's called, which is really where Arizona Bike Week is like the hub. If we want to call one place for Arizona Bike Week like the center of stuff, it would probably be Westworld, which is just a couple of miles away from where Harley-Davidson Scottsdale is. So you tend to get a lot of people kind of visiting the Harley dealership, then going to Westworld, then the Harley dealership, swing by the Harley-Davidson dealership. Westworld, I'm going to be honest with you. Let me give you my honest opinion about Westworld. Westworld, you do need to pay to get in. Now, when you pay to get in, it does include admission for the concerts that they have later in the evening. So although you are paying just to get in, you got to keep that in mind if you're going to Westworld. You're kind of buying the experience and the whole thing to get in there and get everything that they have. So if you're going there just to like see what they have, check out the bikes, maybe do some shopping, and you don't plan on going back to the concert, I'm gonna be real with you, I don't know if it's a place that you want to go and visit to spend. I don't even know how much it costs to get in there anymore. And I'm not detouring you from it because it is part of Arizona Bike Week. There's a lot of stuff going on. But if you do pay to get in there, or you just look at it in terms of, I'm paying to go to the concert. I don't know. I don't remember who they're having in concert. Let me actually look. Here we go. Event schedule. All right, perfect. So I found the event schedule. Let's see what it is. Yeah, so over at Westworld, they do have a bunch of stuff that's happening over there. So if you plan on like taking advantage of that, checking out what's going on over there, there is a fee to get in there. But I would then, for me, I'm a tight ass. If you're going to pay money, then I want to take most advantage of it. So it would probably keep me there most of the day. At the very least, it would make sure that I would get back to go and check out the concert. But there is a bunch of stuff that's happening over at Westworld. Wednesday, Jackal is performing. Thursday, Stone Temple Pilots. I'm a Stone Temple Pilot fan. I would go and watch them. And then Friday, they have Mudvayne, I think. Is that what it is? Is that what I'm reading? Yeah, Mudvayne on Friday, April 4th. And then Saturday, they have Five Finger Death Punch. So you could get tickets to this. When you buy tickets, you're buying like into the concert as well. So the passes themselves, $27 for a single day pass. It's access to Westworld all hours. This includes vendors, campgrounds, entertainment, and single concert. Sunday is free admission. So they have a rally pass general admission, which is $106, and I think that gets you in every single day. But basically, it is $27 to get into Westworld. It does get you the concert, whether you go back and watch it. But there are stunt shows, there are vendors, there are other things that are going on there. But it is the one place in Arizona Bike Week where you do need to pay in order to get into what is happening. But I would call it the hub of places. So, you know, if you've never been, go check it out. So to say like you kind of did it, but once you've done it once, unless you're going for the concert, personally, I don't need to go again unless I'm going to see and pay for the concert that's in the evening. That would be why I would pay to go back to it and experience what it is. Because for me, there's just so much stuff around Arizona Bike Week. Harley-Davidson of Scottsdale is a place. Westworld is a place. And then you have Cave Creek. Cave Creek is a nice ride from Scottsdale and Westworld area. It's probably about a 30-minute ride up into the hills a little bit. And it's a nice ride up there, but it is definitely more... Cave Creek is definitely like the western desert town, all right? And it definitely has what you would call like a Main Street feel, where bikes are lined up. I mean, lined up from the moment you drop in. Definitely starting Thursday, Friday, Saturday, it is crazy. Friday and Saturdays are pretty crazy up there at Cave Creek. So if you're gonna ride up there, just know you're gonna face crowds, but there is bar hopping. I mean, you're gonna see bikes up and down that thing, and just the whole entire street lined with bikes. Nice bike. So if you want to go and look at some bikes, you can walk up and down that street and see everyone's bike. It kind of feels like old Laughlin style, where you can kind of just hang out and watch bikes go up and down the street, because people will just cruise down with their stereos and their all their different style of bikes. So it is a hub. There's a ton of bars up there. There's a ton of vendors up there as well. So Cave Creek is also another place, and I like Cave Creek. If you're going up to party, if you want to kind of find that kind of like that vibe, that energy, that's what you're looking to do, Cave Creek would be the party atmosphere for me for Arizona Bike Week. And if you've never been, You'll see when you get there. And if you have been, you know exactly what I mean. So if you, Cave Creek should be probably something that you want to hit as well. Now, I'm going to suggest a place for you to go out and ride to. Tortilla Flats. It's about an hour out of the whole metropolitan area, Scottsdale area, where all of Bike Week is happening. Tortilla Flats is a great ride. It's about an hour there and then an hour back. But if you're out there to ride, make sure that you take advantage of it and head out to Tortilla Flats. You won't regret it. If you're going to be there all week, go out there early, so you can kind of maybe like go on like on a Wednesday or something. It's not an all day thing. You can make it a morning thing, a half a day thing, and then still get back to go and hit Scottsdale or Westworld or even up to Cave Creek. It doesn't need to be an all day thing, and it isn't an all day thing. But I would definitely recommend trying to get out there and see Tortilla Flats. It is a cool experience. It is a cool ride out there. One of the things that I am going to encourage you guys to go and hit and go and check out, because it happened last year. We weren't able to make it. We're working out there, so it's hard to just branch off from where we're like got a commitment to, But one of the things that I urge you guys to go and check out is going to be on April 5th, and it's called Metro Mayhem. And if you're into the Harley scene, any of the stunting scene, you definitely know who Ryan Crucy and Crucy Originals is, and they're part of this. But it's also in collaboration, it looks like, with Modded Culture. Now, I've seen Crucy and Modded Culture work together and collaborate on some stuff, and they always put on a show. I'm looking here, I think I saw like lowriders and all kinds of stuff. They're going to be drag racing. There's a bunch of stuff that's going to be happening out there. Now, this is happening in Chandler, Arizona. Now, Harley-Davidson and Westworld are in Scottsdale, Arizona. And like I said, everything out there in Arizona seems to be 30 minutes away from it. I do not know yet where Chandler is. In fact, let me look it up. So Chandler, Arizona is a little bit south of like Scottsdale area, kind of Phoenix, south of Mesa. And so from like Westworld and all those areas, it looks like it'd probably be about another 20, 30-minute ride down into Chandler, Arizona. But this thing is happening on April 5th from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., 2000 South Maricopa Road, Chandler, Arizona. We're Team Law Tigers. Law Tigers is involved with this thing. If you couldn't tell, Law Tigers, we're Team Law Tigers. By the way, if you ever get in an accident, 1-800-LAW-TIGERS. Just saying. All right. All right. So they got a bunch of stuff that's happening over there. They have a pro entry class. They're doing some drag racing. You definitely know that the stunting's going to go off over there. Yeah, so they're having a bunch of different brackets over there for some drag racing. They're going to be having all kinds of stuff. And Crucy and those guys are going to get out there, start doing some stunting, burning some tires down. And also, our homeboy Shifter Crew, they're taking their show right here to Metro Mayhem. So there's going to be a lot of stuff popping over there. It's definitely going to be a place that I think you're going to want to try and check out. It looks like it's going to be a banger. Joe and I are going to do our best to maybe, hey, you go and represent, and I'll hold it down right here. We'll see how that goes, because it looks like it's going to be a good time out there for that one. So I think that's something that you want to probably go and check out as well, or at least put on your list of places to go and check out. There are a ton of different shops out there in Arizona as well. Like a lot of the parts that you guys buy or drool over, or, builds that you guys see, there are a lot of shops that are out there in the Arizona area. It is kind of a good hub of stuff that's out there. Obviously, Crucy's out there. Ramjet is out there. Dixon Flannel is out there for all you Dixon guys, which they put on a little thing that goes on out there. You've got like Paul Yaffe. You've got all these bagger type builders that are out there. You've got Dirty Bird Customs that's out there. You've got a lot of different builders that are kind of in that hub of area. So you also have the opportunity to go and just check out different shops. If they're open, some of them are going to be obviously at events, representing their brand, of course, but there is a lot to be able to go and see out there in Arizona Bike Week. So if you go to Arizona Bike Week with the expectation of you're just going to kind of like get up, you're going to ride to a spot, park your bike, and hang out there all day, that's not Arizona Bike Week. Arizona Bike Week does force you to move, which, again, it's a good thing, it's a bad thing. It depends what experience you're trying to have. And to be honest with you, your experience of a rally is really what you make of it. If you go there with certain expectations, it's gonna fall flat on its face. If you go there to have a good time and experience it for what that rally is, because every rally is different, every rally has different geography, every rally has different people, every rally has a different vibe. If you go there wanting to experience maybe what you experience like on the East Coast, and let's say maybe Daytona or Sturgis, well, it's not you're going to be kind of disappointed in the sense that don't compare it to that. Go to Arizona Bike Week with the expectations of experiencing what Arizona Bike Week is. The desert riding really does have some nice riding. It's very underrated. But when you get out there to some of these areas and you get into some red rock areas, the desert riding is some nice riding. All right, so those are some places for you guys to go and check out during Arizona Bike Week. Remember, Harley-Davidson of Scottsdale, we will be there all week long, Wednesday through Sunday, providing the music, providing the energy, making all the announcements. So come and hang out with us, and we'll be podcasting out there as well. So we want to talk to you guys. And then Westworld, just around the corner from Harley-Davidson Scottsdale. Go and check it out. Cave Creek, strongly suggest you get up to Cave Creek, even if it's just for a half of a day. I would strongly suggest that you go and experience what Cave Creek is. And then Metro Mayhem, which is going down April 5th. Out in Chandler with Crew C, Modded Culture, and our homeboy Shifter Crews are taking their show over there. That's going to be a good one for you to want to go and check out as well. A lot of heavy hitters and a lot of cool stuff is going to be happening over there. So Arizona Bike Week 2025, it's a good start. A lot of Californians, a lot of Southern Californians. This is the ride. This is the one they're like, all right, kickoff season, it's time to go. And they hit that 10 freeway and just head on out to Arizona. So we will see you over at Harley-Davidson of Scottsdale. Come say what's up. Come buy some merchandise. Come say what's up. And remember, every Monday we drop a new vlog, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And every Thursday on the podcast, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we're dropping a new podcast right here on the YouTube channel. As always, thank you for watching. And we'll see you out there in Arizona Bike Week. Later.